All right, what's up, guys? I'm back with another one here. Now, I don't really know if I should make a video about this, but I got robbed. I spent 2.5 hours of my life doing a live English translation of this Guilty Gear Season 2 update for nothing. Not even a crumb of new information. But if I'm going to make a video about it, I'm going to make a damn video about it. So you got to deal with it. But like always, if you like Guilty Gear Strive, if you like getting lit on for 2.5 hours by Japanese devs, hit that subscribe button and help me out. But yeah, what is it? So real quick summary, if you're not familiar, they had the 1-year anniversary for Guilty Gear Strive. So they got the devs together. Daisuke was there, you know, Katana-san was there, Nakayama and the art director, everybody was there. They were talking about Guilty Gear Strive up until now. They gave a lot of like insight on the background, the thought behind the game process and everything, as well as their plans for the future. So we expected a new character. We expected some big information. Unfortunately, we didn't get much. We got a couple things I'm going to share with you. Quick summary, real quick overview of everything. But yeah, so this is the stream. If for some reason you want to watch me, if you check out the Twitch channel, I did translate the whole thing live. So the archive is there if you want to check out and see what they're saying. A little like overview of the thing. So it was very laid back, very comfortable. You know, they start off with the cheers. They got a goofy cake for the 1-year anniversary. And the way it started is, this is actually pretty interesting, this part. I'm not going to break it all down. Like I said, check the archive. But they kind of gave their history of Guilty Gear Strive. The points that I remember was that the development for this game started very, very early. Daisuke said when they were making Rev 2, Daisuke kind of put the development squad, like his team, focused on Rev 2 while Daisuke focused on Strive. But he said, unfortunately, Rev 2 was too busy, so he had to help them out. But his original plan was to make a game completely different from Guilty Gear. Exerd, he wanted to make something brand new. But actually, he wanted to keep the art style. I thought that was kind of interesting. You know how Strive completely changed everything? That was not the original intention. They were going to keep everything Exerd, but it didn't work out that way. They went over about how difficult it was and everything, how hard it was for development. They said after they announced, even when they announced Guilty Gear Strive at EVO, the art director was in the office designing the logo so they could announce it on stage. Like they were doing everything last minute. Yeah, Guilty Gear. That was another funny tidbit. They also talked about how hard it was to come up with the name. So if you notice, Guilty Gear Strive has no X in it. They wanted to move away from the old Guilty Gear. So instead of like XX Exerd, they got rid of the X and just went with Strive. But one of the ideas Daisuke had was to call the game Guilty Gear Guilty Gear. He said he got the idea from, you know, self-titled albums. So he's like, you know, let's do like a self-titled game, Guilty Gear Guilty Gear. That would have been pretty funny. But they spent a good hour, no, they spent a good like 40 minutes just giving behind the scenes look in development Strive. And again, it's interesting. Unfortunately, I can't translate everything. Check out the archive. So if you're into that stuff, I think it's worth a watch. After that, they had some popularity contests. So they started with the music. These were the top 10. So from 4 to 10 right there. The big 3 though. Number 3 was Milia. Number 2, hell no. This one is terrible. Number 2 is Happy Chaos. Get the hell out of here. And then number 1, the main theme, Smell of the Game. I disagree. But it's a different video. Check out the different. We got a Strive music video or music ranking different video. Check that out. I disagree with all this crap. As for the characters, top 3 was Ram, surprisingly low. Number 2 out of nowhere was Sin. Now I will say one thing. So even though there were no announcements, Daisuke was talking about something during the Sin part, and he got cut off. He was about to let something slip. He said something, I forget what it was, something about like Sin and another person, and they're like, what do you mean another person? And then they're like, Daisuke, stop talking about it. And like, okay, change the subject. So there is something planned. I mean, Sin's confirmed. I think it's the other person who might have been linked. Dizzy, who knows? And then the winner out of nowhere, Soul Bad Guy, blah, blah, blah. Kind of surprising, to be honest with you. All right, so if you're still watching, now we get to the juicy part, right? This took 90 minutes, by the way. So up until now, the live stream was going on for 90 minutes. We were fiended. I think we had, what, like 6,000, 7,000 people on the live stream just waiting for some information. Here it is. This is probably the biggest info you're going to get, is that the new patch is coming out on June 10th, which is quite soon. Some of the things that they mentioned on the stream is that they're going to be adding a FD macro. I know a lot of people wanted that. So a faultless defense macro. They're going to improve the controls. Apparently there was a bug with the accidental backdashes and people having problems inputting certain things. So they're going to fix that. The balance changes for the whole cast. In Katano's words, he wanted to make the amount of playstyles wider and more varied. So more options for everybody in the cast, which sounds like a good thing. Does that mean new moves or new properties? I don't know, but hopefully they can come through with that. The patch is on June 10th, but like they did with the old patch, if you follow their Twitter, they're going to be uploading videos like every day that are demonstrating the changes. So they were really good the last time. I'm happy they're doing that again. So make sure you check that out. The other announcement they did is this Guilty Gear Strive Starter Edition. So this is like the base game, all Season 1 DLC, all the colors and the stages and everything for $60. Not bad. I might buy it just for that cover art. The cover art's godlike. It's way better than the old Strive art, right? But that's pretty cool. Seems to be PlayStation only, but I guess if you're watching, you already have the game. And then after this, we went to merchandise mode. I'm not going to go through all these. I'm sorry. You can watch this on your own, but They showed off 7 or 8 figures. There's a May figure, a Dizzy figure, a Ram figure, a Soul figure, Bikin, everything. They just went through all these different figurines right there. Daisuke actually said his wish is that instead of having a character figurine, he would like it if someone made a figure or like a mech of Soul's motorcycle. He actually said, like, I put a lot of effort in designing that motorcycle. I wish somebody would make a figure of that. So if anybody's interested, go for it. You'll get Daisuke's approval. Just all sorts of collab. I'm just skipping. I'm sorry. And a lot of it has nothing to do with you guys. That's the other thing. A lot of it is Japan only, so it's very unfortunate. Now, this is where we got hype. They were talking. They were saying their farewells and everything. We're like, come on, let's get that trailer. Let's get that trailer. Womp womp. No. Sorry. Instead of a trailer, first to 2, we've got to watch a 2v2 exhibition between the Guilty Gear Strive ambassadors, the girls on the left, and game voice actors on the right. This guy, by the way, this is Koyasu, sorry, Koki. Is that it? I don't know if I read that right. But he is Dio, the voice actor of Dio and Zato, his son, his real life son. It's kind of cool. He plays Zato, of course. But yeah, they played blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. We'll skip that. We got to the very end. The final word is by Katano, who's like very, very high up. He's the game balance director. And he kind of let it slip. He said, I know a lot of you guys wanted a big announcement or something, but please just hang in there. Like, we have something prepared after this stream. It seemed like he honestly feel like he didn't know what to say, like what he could say, what he couldn't say. But I'm pretty sure, I think everybody is kind of sure that Combo Breaker is happening. I think they had something planned for this and they decided to go with Combo Breaker instead, but they couldn't announce that. They couldn't say, hey, make sure you check out Combo Breaker. Hopium, everybody's high on Hopium. This weekend, Combo Breaker, I expect a big announcement because they definitely had something to show here. I can't explain it to you. This is not me like with my, my tinfoil hat on. Just the way they were talking sounded very like nervous. Like they definitely had something that they could have just been like, oh yeah, blah, blah, but it's like, can we say, we can't say, da, da, da. So I feel like probably this weekend we're going to get this information there. New character be cool, but even without the new character, the update's coming out very soon. I'm looking forward to that. So Evo is going to be confirmed on the new balance patch. CEO is happening 2.5 weeks after the balance patch, so hopefully that's on it. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. I told you I would make a video. I'm going to make a video. The stream itself, I'm not complaining. You know, I had a great time. The information, the behind the scenes, the candid talk, I really enjoyed that stuff. There's no English subtitles, so I know for the overseas viewers, it's not really fair. Also, for the content creators that wanted to get their reaction videos up, you got to wait a couple more days. Just hang in there. But yeah, hopefully it helps you out. Like I said, if you're interested, if you got free time too, go and check out the archive on my Twitch channel. Interesting stuff if you're interested in like development and the history of Guilty Gear. But yeah, that's it. Sorry, no character. Just wait a couple days. We'll get to it then. But if you're still watching, thank you. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next one. Peace.